Hello everyone and welcome to GolfGym. My name is Arlen Bento Jr. and I'm here with Ken Pierce, the owner and developer of GolfGym.
Hi guys.
And today we're going to be adding some instruction into the GolfGym program, showing you some real good instructional tips.
Yep.
And we're going to try to use the golf power swing trainer with the golf tips. So here's what we're going to do first. One of the things that I've noticed with players over the years of giving lots of lessons is that to make a change in your golf swing, a lot of people don't know how to catch or receive the follow-through of the swing. So if you're taking a lesson and you're struggling with some of the movements in the lesson, one of the things you might want to pay attention to is figuring out how to receive, in balance, the follow-through of the swing. So I'm going to have Ken set up right here in his setup position.
This way? Okay.
And we're going to have Ken go from his setup to his follow-through. No backswing. We're not going to do anything with the backswing. We're just going to go from his setup to his follow-through. Now as you notice, in this position he's balanced, his weight's over on his front foot, he's rotated his shoulders, he's rotated his hips, and in this position he should be really comfortable. He should be able to hold this position for an extended period of time and not feel uncomfortable. How's that feel?
That feels good. I'm using a weighted club, so it's a little bit more, you know, a little bit more on flexibility and rotation a little bit, but no, it feels great.
Yeah, and that's so important because when you're trying to improve your golf swing and you're trying to improve positions in your golf swing, if you don't have the ability to follow through properly, all of the work that you're doing in your backswing won't help. Yeah. So one of the great tips I can give anyone is to set up in your address position or setup and work from this position to your follow through. And we're going to do a couple more swings here from this angle, and then we're going to turn around and let you look at it from a straight on view. Okay. Now as we do this, what I want you to kind of see is as Ken moves the club forward, his hips start to move. And that's really important because a lot of people struggle with the ability to turn their hips. Now, there's great old tips from all kinds of golf pros about facing the target when you finish your golf swing, which is really important. Right. And one of those old tips is really true because if you face the target when you're finished, you've actually rotated and created a follow-through position. Let's do it one more time. Okay. And we'll see how Ken rotates and moves. And as he does this, this is a great warm-up routine too because you're actually stretching your muscles, moving yourself through your positions.
It's an interesting feeling, actually, not taking a backswing and going straight through. It's very interesting. This is the first time I've ever done it, and it's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about the follow-through, but if you don't have a good follow-through, you really can't have a good golf swing because it all works together. Sure. So now we're going to turn around, and I'm going to have you face the camera. Okay. And I'm going to kind of get out of the way a little bit here. And I just want you to watch as Ken moves into his follow-through position from this angle. If you notice the elements of how he moves onto his front side, his flex in his knee, his rotation, his spine, everything looks great. Let's do it a couple more times.
I got a weighted club here, man. This is hard work.
Well, this is a great warm-up for everybody out there.
All right, here we go. This is very interesting because you have to concentrate on just starting in this position. So this is great. I love this.
And there's a lot of stretching going on here, a lot of movement that'll really help you before your round.
Wow, really nice.
Yep, and let's do it one more time, and then we're going to make it really good with the power swing trainer.
All right, so here we go. So I'm starting here.
Great. All right, super. Well, let's get the weighted club down, and let's get out the power swing trainer, and let's try to do the same exercise with the trainer. Now what we're going to see here, the resistance of the power swing trainer is going to make this more difficult. It'll also increase his flexibility and his strength. And again, this is designed to help those of you out there that struggle with getting to a balanced follow-through position. You can go to any golf course in America or any range and you can tell right away who the good players are by how they finish their swings. Wow. And you would not believe over the years after giving thousands of lessons how many people come up to me and says, you know, if I could just look like I had a good golf swing, I'd feel a lot better about playing the game. Yeah. And this is one of the greatest little exercises to create that feeling of having a nice swing.
You know, when you watch TV or when you watch the pros on TV in the tournaments, the PGA Tour tournaments, the commentators always say, look at that, they're like posing on their follow-through, on their finish, you know, and holding that finish. Right. Is that what you're talking about a little bit as well?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And there's this kind of rule about golf. If your swing is good, you should be able to hold your follow-through until your shot lands.
Wow, okay.
And that's really hard to do.
Sure.
And what it does is it trains your body to have better balance and better feel and use the bigger muscles that you're supposed to help you have a better golf swing.
Okay, I'm coming from first time you telling me this, so I analyze everything to, you know, really analyze it. So, is it the hard to do is the balance part? What do you think is the hard part for the golfer? Is it the holding the balance, or the holding that position, or the movement itself?
It's the movement itself.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people, when they learn to play golf, they're so intent on just hitting the golf ball.
Right.
And usually for new players, the idea of hitting something stops motion.
Right, okay.
So a person's more inclined to think about, I got to hit the ball.
Right.
And that hit the ball idea creates improper movement, weight doesn't shift, hips don't turn.
Sure.
So if you can condition the body to move from the get-go, all of a sudden it starts to work a little more naturally.
I see, okay.
And a lot of people, I think, are sometimes, I hate to use the word afraid, but cautious about body movement.
Right.
Because I think, you know, the human body itself is designed not to let us fall down. I mean, we don't want to fall over.
Right.
You know, we support ourselves. So when you move into a position like the golf swing, it's not really comfortable. But if you do it a lot and you get better at it, it'll become more comfortable. Thus, your backswing will get better and your golf swing will get better. So
you know what I'm going to do? Because, and this is important as well. The red cord is great, it's medium. I generally use this all the time, but I want to make sure that I do what you're asking me to do properly. So I'm going to actually go to the light one to make sure I get the movement down with not so much resistance off of that, because I can feel already that if I were to use this one, that it might be, we can go here and grab the lighter cord.
So the idea would be that because it's a new movement, that you want to have not so much resistance.
Exactly. And what we found with the power swing trainer with most people is if you tell them to do a particular motion, that's what's important, is getting it here, versus even if you can just get it here properly, then that's okay.
Okay.
So I just want to get the feel of it. So let's see if this works.
Set up. Good.
Yeah. So go from here.
Forward. Good. Let's do it again. A couple little pointers too. As he moves forward, I like to make sure this shoulder stays down a little bit.
Okay.
You don't want it to rise up. In the golf swing, that shoulder will drive down, and that stretch will be a little bit deeper through the back of the body and in the hip.
That feels great.
Yep. Keep that shoulder down. There you go.
Wow, 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 wow.
And that move there is important because if you study the golf swing at impact, there's this what I call scrunching. Scrunching is where the shoulder drops and the hips start to rotate and your body actually scrunches together like an accordion before it explodes into the follow through.
Okay.
So do it one more time and show everyone out there how you drop this shoulder down.
This is really good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Good. There you go.
Yep, and I'm glad I'm using the yellow cord.
Because that red cord would be pretty hard.
Oh, it would have been. It would have restricted a good movement or a good feeling. But now, once I get it, now I'll be able to do it. You know, do it more. But so you want that shoulder staying down.
Yep, and that makes your hips rotate and moves you into position much more like a golf swing.
Wow.
Now, what you can see from what we're working on today is we're going to be working over the next sessions here, and we're going to be putting a lot of information up about how to use the products from GolfGym, and we're going to tie it together with some quality instruction to help you improve your game. So not only are you going to actually increase your flexibility, increase your strength, and do all the things that you need to do to make your golf swing more powerful, you're actually going to do it technically correct.
Yeah, that feels great.
When you combine those two elements, you're going to have something special.
I want to go hit some balls right now.
I bet you do. I bet you do. So that's our session today about working on the follow through. We're going to be putting a whole bunch of things together, working on all different parts of the backswing. And when you're going to put it all together, you're going to have a much better golf swing, much more flexible body, much stronger body, all using the GolfGym.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.